Hey Yogins, so welcome back to the channel. This is Yogi Doug Johnson back with another Power Vinyasa flow for you. And today's class has a lot of twists in it, quite literally. So we work our way up to the rotated balancing half moon pose, Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana in Sanskrit. And that's going to help us with our standing balance and also our leg strength. Then we have variations of Navasana, the boat pose, in today's class, and that's going to help us with our core strength, our abdominal strength, and also work the Manipura chakra, the third chakra, which is our willpower. So it's really great if you have trouble staying on task and staying with things that you're trying to do. And then we have some arm balances, 3 of them in today's class, and these are all twisting arm balances. They are variations, you might say, of the rotated crow pose, Parivrtta Bakasana. And so we do a bunch of those. Those are going to help us with our strength, with our balance, again, our inner ear, the vestibular system, and then also bone density in the upper body. This is something that many people overlook when they leave out upper body strengthening in their yoga practices. They're losing that benefit of upper body bone density, especially important for women, especially as they become postmenopausal. They tend to lose the density in their bones up there. So anyway, Yogins, I hope you really enjoy today's class. If you do, as always, please give me a like. If you enjoy this kind of content, you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. If you have a question, leave it in the comments below, and also just say hi at any time. And then if you'd like to help support the channel financially, I'm not getting any compensation for any of this. So if you want to become a part of our community, help me out, you can do that with a one-time donation. The links are down below. Or you can subscribe to the Patreon page for as little as $1, and you'll get some extra content on there from time to time. So please check that out. All right, Yogins, enjoy and namaste. So let's begin by finding a comfortable seat. Closing our eyes and letting our brow, lips, jaw, and shoulders all relax. As you do this, notice how you feel. Does this feel easy and comfortable, or strained and difficult? There's no right or wrong answer here. Rather, we're just noticing. Now sit tall so your spine is erect, and begin to follow your breath. Rather than trying to think about or analyze your breathing, simply feel the sensations that are created by the breath moving in and out of the body. There may still be thoughts there, sounds in the room around you, different sensations in the body. But try and stay with or return to the breath anytime a distraction pulls your attention away. Now begin to deepen your breathing. On the next inhalation, fill first the belly and then the ribs and then the upper chest. And as you exhale, reverse this. Chest, ribs, and belly pull in toward the spine. This is called Dirgha, or three-part yogic breathing. Slow the breath down so there is no sound created on the inhale or the exhale. It's completely silent. Then begin to intentionally introduce a sound by constricting your throat. This sound is exactly like fogging a mirror, but with your mouth closed, and creating sound both on the inhale and the exhale. This is Ujjayi. With your next exhalation, transition into a tabletop position on hands and knees. With the inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, and bring the crown of the head up. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the back, and bring the crown of the head down. Continue moving back and forth with each inhalation and exhalation. The intention here is to use the movement to begin to warm up the muscles in your back and the spinal column. If you choose to do so, you can also move side to side a few times, warming up the sides and the hips. And then returning to a neutral spine, tuck the toes, lift the hips, and come into a active, moving, downward facing dog. In this first down dog, we'll pedal the feet back and forth, roll over the toes, circle the ankles, bend the knees, and kick the legs. Our intention is to warm up and wake up the legs primarily. Once you feel you've done this, come into your full expression of downward facing dog. In downward dog, you would like the hands shoulder width, fingers spread wide, and palms firmly planted into the ground. The feet are hip width distance with the heels reaching toward the ground, and the chest is actively drawing toward the back end of the mat. There should be a sense of stability and effortlessness in this posture. With the next exhalation, let's walk our feet toward our hands. Coming into ragdoll, grabbing the opposite elbow and letting the upper body dangle or hang.
You can nod or shake the head, sway the hips, bend the knees, and do different movements to gently stretch and open up the back side of the body. Then when the arms relaxed on an inhalation, gradually roll up to standing, stacking ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and heels. As we come to stand, let's check back in on our face and shoulders. Make sure they're still relaxed. And also make sure that the breathing is still deep, rhythmic, and slow. Then bringing the feet to touch on our next inhalation, let's draw arms up, touch palms, and lift the heart as we come into standing back bend. Lifting up and out of the waist, imagine you're going back over a giant beach ball. Lengthening from the pubic bone through the chin and stretching the entire front of the body. As we inhale, we'll come back through center, and as we exhale, release into forward fold. With the next inhale, let's come to half lift, lengthening the spine, and as we exhale, plant the hands and step to the top of a push-up for plank pose. In plank, try and place your wrists directly below your shoulders and align your ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and heels into one straight line. Engage the shoulder blades to create stability and strength at the glenohumeral joint. Let's take a nice deep breath, and as we exhale, drop the knees and lower down halfway with our elbows hugging our ribs. Take a breath here. With the next exhalation, lower the rest of the way down, and as you inhale, press into the tops of your feet and your palms as you lift your head, neck, and chest for Cobra, Bhujangasana. As you exhale, lower back down, press back first to tabletop and then to downward facing dog. From downward dog, inhale to the toes, look between the hands, and as you exhale, make your way to the front edge of your mat. Inhale all the way to standing back bend, and then grab your right wrist with your left hand, and as you exhale, send your hips to the right as you pull your arm to the left for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. In this pose, lengthen from your waist through your wrist on the right side. Inhale back to center, switch wrists, and exhale to the other side. Breathe into the stretch that you feel on your left side. Inhale, return the torso to center, and exhale, release into forward fold. Inhale to half lift, and exhale to the top of a push-up for plank pose. Decide if you would rather have your knees up or down, lowering the knees and makes the pose about 30% easier. Take a deep breath and be sure to bend the arms deeply as you come halfway down. Then inhale, straighten arms and legs for upward facing dog. Be sure the legs are active so that the knees are off the ground. And then as you exhale, pull both feet in at the same time as you lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Now inhale to the toes, and as you exhale, make your way to the front edge of the mat. Inhale to standing back bend, and exhale to half moon. Inhale back through center, and exhale to the other side. Inhale back up, and exhale to chair pose, Ustrasana. Bring the knees back over the heels and sink the hips down. Simultaneously draw the arms straight up and back, framing the ears. Relax your face, jaw, and shoulders. Breathe. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, release into forward fold. Inhale to half lift, and as you exhale, step, jump, or float to the bottom of a push-up. Inhale to upward facing dog, and if you're able, put a push-up in on your way out back to downward facing dog. In downward dog, bring your feet to touch and inhale the right leg up and back. Bend the knee and draw the knee toward your belly, out to the right and back behind you several times, making giant circles in the air. Do a few in one direction and then a few in the opposite direction. Now take a deep breath, and as you exhale, come into low lunge or Anjeneyasana. Bring the hips as far forward and down as you're able, the heel under the knee, and on an inhalation, raise the torso up and back. Feel the stretch at the front of your left hip. Now take a deep breath and exhale to the bottom of your push-up, making your way to downward facing dog. In downward dog, bring the feet to touch. Inhale the left leg up and back. Bend the knee and draw the knee in toward your belly and chest, out to the left and back behind you several times. And then reverse it, doing a few in the opposite direction. Let's take a deep breath, and as we exhale, lunge, and then inhale to Anjeneyasana. Take a deep breath, exhale, bottom of your push-up, making your way to downward facing dog. From the downward dog, inhale to your toes and exhale to a seat. Once seated, bend your knees to a 45-degree angle, and then rock your torso back also to a 45-degree angle. 90-degree angle. Okay, lift the sternum or breastbone, or the solar plexus rather, so that the spine is basically straight. Now, if possible, take your hands off of the ground and grab behind your knees. Try and avoid changing the orientation of your torso if you're able. For even more challenge, extend your arms out. This is an easy variation of boat pose, but for more challenge, simply lean back while keeping the spine straight. Inhale back up, crossing the ankles, exhale to the bottom of your push-up, making your way to downward facing dog. Now inhale to the toes, look between your hands, and as you exhale, make your way to the front edge of your mat. Inhale to standing back bend. As you exhale, come into chair pose and add a twist. Have your hips face forward as your chest faces the right side of the room. Reach your fingertips forward and backward as though you're trying to touch both walls at the same time. Look back over your right fingertips. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing, and exhale to the other side. Inhale to standing back bend, and exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift, or maybe crow pose, Bakasana. Exhale, step, jump, or float to the bottom of a push-up. Inhale to upward dog, and exhale back to downward facing dog. In downward dog, let's bring our feet to touch and inhale the right leg up and back for three-legged dog pose. Keep the right leg straight, lifted, but keep the right hip down. Try and get your toes, knee, and hip to face the ground. Take a deep breath and lunge. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale to half triangle, Ardha Trikonasana. Position the hips directly over the left knee. Straighten the right leg out in front of you and flex the foot so the toes and knee point straight to the ceiling. As you inhale, extend the spine, reaching through the crown of the head. As you exhale, fold over your right leg, stretching the muscles in the back of the thigh. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, bottom of the push-up, making your way to downward facing dog. In downward dog, bringing feet to touch and inhaling the left leg up and back for three-legged dog pose. Take a deep breath in and lunge. Inhale to low lunge and exhale to Ardha Trikonasana. Breathe into the back of your left thigh. And with each breath, feel some of the tension in that part of your body dissolve. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, bottom of your push-up. Make your way to downward facing dog. In downward dog, inhale to your toes, and as you exhale, come to a seat. Feel free to repeat this variation of boat pose if you found it challenging or difficult. However, to take things a step further, grab behind the knees and take the legs so that they are now parallel with the ground. Once again, there are three positions for the arms: here, here, and here. Again, if you find this very easy, try leaning back while still keeping the spine straight. Inhale back up and exhale, bottom of your push-up, making your way to downward facing dog. In downward dog, inhale to the toes, look between the hands, and as you exhale, step, jump, or float to the front edge of the mat. Inhale to standing back bend, and exhale to chair twist. Inhale back to center, and exhale to the other side. Inhale back up, and exhale to prayer twist, a little deeper. Drop the hips down. Extend through the crown of the head and press one hand into the other directly between the elbows to push the right shoulder back. Look up. Inhale, come all the way back to standing back bend. And exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale, standing back bend, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, crow pose, or maybe even handstand, and exhale, bottom of your push-up. Make your way to downward dog. In downward dog, let's bring the feet to touch. We're going to inhale the right leg up and back. And as we exhale, we'll touch our right knee high up on the right arm. Inhale, lifting it up and back. Exhale to the nose, chin, or forehead. Try and make contact if you can. Inhale up and back, and exhale to the opposite arm. Inhale the leg up and back, and exhale as you lunge. Then step the back foot in and straighten that leg, or inhale back up to standing. Exhale, hands to hips. Now, try and get both legs straight, both heels on the ground, and draw the left hip forward so the hips are squared. Your left foot can be at an angle, or you can have both feet parallel as though they were on railroad tracks, about hip distance apart. Either position is fine with me. Then we'll inhale the arms up, crossing the right thumb over the left. And as we exhale, we come forward and down into Parsvottanasana. Once you reach the ground, allow the arms to come apart, placing the palms on the ground or 2 blocks. The legs and hips have not changed. Feel the stretch in the back of your right thigh. Inhale, bend the knee, and exhale to the bottom of your push-up, making your way to down dog. In downward dog, let's bring feet to touch. Inhale, left leg up and back to 3-legged dog pose. Exhale, touch the knee high up on the left arm. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale to the center. Inhale, lift the leg, and exhale, opposite arm. Inhale, lift up and back, and exhale, lunge. Step the back foot in, and then inhale up to standing. Exhale, hands to your hips. Take a moment to try and square off the hips. Straighten the legs. And then inhale the arms up, left thumb over right, and exhale with a straight spine as you fold over your left leg. Once the knife edge of your hands reach the ground, try splitting the hands apart and fold over your left leg for a stretch in the back of that thigh. Inhale, bend the knee, and exhale to the bottom of your push-up, making your way to downward facing dog. From downward dog, inhale to your toes, and exhale to a seat. We now come to the classic boat pose variation, Navasana. Once again, if this variation is a little too much for you today, feel free to do any of the other variations. To do the full boat, this time we lean back, same as before, but now we take the legs straight. Again, we try and form about a 90-degree angle here at the hips, with the spine and the legs straight. The arms can come out parallel with the ground, grab behind the legs, or hold the ground behind us as necessary. Inhale and exhale, bottom of your push-up. Make your way to downward facing dog. From downward dog, inhale to the toes and exhale to the front edge of your mat. Inhale to standing back bend and exhale to chair twist. Inhale to the back bend and exhale to the left side. Inhale back up and exhale to prayer twist once again. This time, inhale, open the arms, and if possible, exhale, both hands to the ground, shoulder width. Look up and gradually shift weight off of your feet onto your arms for Parsva Bakasana or side crow. Then with an inhalation, come all the way back up to standing back bend. Exhale, prayer twist to the other side. Inhale, open the arms, and exhale to side crow on the other side. Then inhale all the way to standing back bend and exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift, crow pose, handstand. Exhale, bottom of your push-up, making your way to downward facing dog. In downward dog, let's bring our feet to touch. We're going to inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee to right arm. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, chin, or forehead. Inhale. Exhale to the opposite arm. Kick the foot out, drop the back heel, and then inhale the left arm into the 12 o'clock position. Lift the hips and open the heart. Fallen triangle pose. Exhale the hand back down. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, lunge. Step the back foot in enough to straighten both legs and square the hips, just like we did in Parsvottanasana earlier. Now inhale, extend through the crown of the head, and as you exhale, plant your left hand under your left shoulder. With the next inhalation, draw the right arm up into the 12 o'clock position. Rotated triangle pose. If it's too difficult to do this pose with your left hand on the ground, then place a block under that hand. Exhale, bend the knee, bottom of the push-up, making your way to downward facing dog. In downward dog, bring feet to touch and inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee, left arm. Inhale. Exhale to the center. Inhale. Exhale, opposite arm. Kick the foot out, drop the back heel, and inhale the right arm up into fallen triangle pose. Take a deep breath, exhale the hand back down, and then inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, lunge. Step the back foot in and straighten the front leg. Inhale, extend through the crown of the head. Exhale, plant the right hand, and then inhale the left arm up. Rotated triangle pose. Exhale, bottom of your push-up, making your way to downward facing dog. From downward dog, inhale to the toes, and as you exhale, find a seat. Inhale to the classic boat pose if you are able. And then, as you exhale, lower down into low boat pose, also known as canoe. The idea is exactly the same as boat pose, where we keep the spine as straight as we can, but we just create a wider angle at the hips. I'm not laying on the ground with my back or my thighs. You can hold this position or do sit-ups. Inhale down and exhale back up. Take a deep breath in, cross the ankles, and exhale to the bottom of your push-up. From downward dog, inhale to the toes, and exhale to the front edge of your mat. Inhale all the way to standing back bend. Exhale, chair twist. Inhale back up and exhale to the left. Inhale and exhale to prayer twist. Inhale, open the arms, and exhale, do side crow for the second time. And if you can, go ahead and straighten the legs this time for Dwi Pada Koundinyasana. As you inhale, come all the way back up to standing back bend, and exhale to the other side. Inhale, straighten the arms, and exhale, either attempt side crow for the second time, but if you can do it, try attempting straightening the legs this time. Good. Inhale all the way back up to standing back bend, and exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift or one of the other options, and exhale to the bottom of your push-up. In downward dog, bring feet to touch and inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee, right arm. Inhale, exhale, center. Inhale, and exhale, opposite arm. Kick the foot out, drop the back heel. Inhale, fallen triangle. And then exhale, hips and hand to the ground. Bend both knees and bring your forearms to the ground for a twist. To take the twist a little deeper, bring your left shoulder to the ground with the palm up. Place the right palm into the left palm and push your shoulder back just like we did in the prayer twist position. Then, placing the hands back on the ground, straighten the legs and be sure that your left leg is more or less at the center of your mat. Inhale the arm up to fallen triangle. Exhale the hand down. Inhale the leg up and back, and exhale, lunge. Step the back foot in and straighten both legs. Inhale, extend the crown. Exhale the hand down. Inhale, rotated triangle. Exhale that hand down. Then inhale the left leg up and back. Extend through the crown of the head. Exhale the left hand to the ground and inhale the right arm up. This is the rotated balancing half moon pose. Take a nice deep breath and exhale to the bottom of your push-up, making your way back to downward facing dog. Then bringing feet to touch, inhale the left leg up and back. And as you exhale, left knee, left arm. Inhale, exhale to the center. Inhale, exhale to the opposite arm. Kick the foot out, drop the back heel. Inhale, fallen triangle. And then exhale to your twist. Then returning hands to the ground and straightening both legs. Inhale, fallen triangle pose. Exhale the hand down. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, lunge. Take a deep breath in. Exhale the hand down. And inhale to rotated triangle. Exhale that hand down. Lift the back leg up. Extend to the crown of the head. And with the next inhalation, lift the left arm into Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. Take a deep breath and exhale to the bottom of your push-up, making your way to downward facing dog. From downward dog, inhale to the toes and exhale to a seat. Inhale to classic boat pose, Navasana. Exhale to low boat. This time, interlace the fingers, creating a pointer with both fingers. Take a deep breath as you exhale, point off to the right side. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left side. Finish pointing to the left side. Inhale back up and exhale, making your way to downward facing dog. From downward dog, inhale to the toes and exhale to the front edge of your mat. Inhale all the way to standing back bend and exhale, chair twist. Inhale back up and exhale to prayer twist. Inhale, open the arms and exhale for the third time, trying crow pose. If you're able to do crow, straighten both legs. If you can do that, try taking the top leg behind you. This is called Eka Pada Koundinyasana, second variation. From there, inhale, back up to standing, and exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, open the arms, and exhale to the arm balance. Good. The next inhalation, let's come up to our standing back bend. Exhale to the forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, bottom of the push-up. With our next exhalation, let's come into child pose. In child, extend the arms out in front of you on an inhalation, and on your exhale, walk your hands as far to the left as you can, stretching your right waist and ribs. Inhale, let's come back to center. As we exhale, we take it off to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. And just exhale in child pose. Then inhale, bring your hips over your knees and raise your torso up over hips and knees. Take your hands to your low back, and if you'd like, tuck your toes, making the heels easier to access. Inhale, lift your sternum and draw your elbows in towards one another. As you exhale, begin to lean back into the back bend, and if it feels okay, you can let your chin go back and grab your heels. Inhaling up from camel, Exhale to Vajrasana or Thunderbolt pose. Relax, breathe, and feel. Then, crossing the ankles, extend the legs out in front of you. Sit tall with the spine erect, and if you cannot, just bend the knees until you can straighten your spine. Inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Extend the exhale twice the length of your inhale. Arms by the ears, inhale, come on up. And as you exhale, gradually roll back onto your back, a vertebrae at a time. Once you get there, draw the legs in and give them a nice squeeze. Try some different movements, like making circles with your knees, rocking side to side, or forward and back. Then, extending arms to the sides, keeping the knees together, simply drop them to the left as you look to your right. Close the eyes and let the breath be natural now. Inhale the knees back through center and exhale them off to the other side. Look away from the knees. This is Jathara Parivartanasana. Inhale, knees back to center, and grab the soles of your feet for Happy Baby, Ananda Balasana. Rolling around on your back, pulling the knees toward the ground, straightening the legs one at a time or both together, pulling them apart, pulling them overhead, stretching your back. Try different movements, all with the intention of helping the body to release tension and relax more deeply in Savasana. Every body is different and every day is different. So try and really feel what your body needs today. When you're ready to relax, go ahead and come into Savasana, the corpse pose. Allow the legs to come apart, the arms at a comfortable distance from your sides, palms up. The head is centered, the chin is tucked in slightly, and the eyes are closed. The most important thing in corpse pose is to commit to a few minutes of stillness and relative silence. Savasana.
Okay, yogins, how was that for you? Lots of twisting, lots of arm balances. Hopefully you made it all the way through, but remember, it's always fine to take a break at any time. So again, if you enjoyed that, thumbs up, please. Give me a like. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel. Questions, leave them down below, or just say hi in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. And then again, if you'd like to support the channel financially, check out the links below and the Patreon page. All right, until next time, namaste and thank you.